What's up, guys? Well, yeah, I am actually feeling a little bit better now. So, I am going to start getting on with the van. But there is some footage that I shot. Actually, it was the day I injured my back. And thank you for all of those that have said, sent us sympathy and everything. I don't know, makes you feel better. Anyway, for those asking what I actually did, I suffer from sciatica occasionally. And it's always something ridiculous that triggers it. And this time I went to start the lawnmower, and I was just in the wrong position as I pulled, and just felt the snap, and that was it. But it's I'm just about I'd say about 88%. So yeah. Anyway. You're going to see some footage in this video. Like I say, this was shot a couple of weeks ago. Well, since a couple of weeks ago, it was about 5 weeks ago now. God damn, this has gone on a long time. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a few weeks ago, and I was getting the engine started and doing a few other bits and pieces. So I'll put the footage at the beginning of this video, and then basically I'll carry on from where I left off. So yeah, we'll come back to this in a moment. So battery and everything is now all hooked up. I've still got the cables to tidy up. I'm not worried about that at the moment because, like I said earlier, if I've got to drop this engine back out again, they've all got to be loosened off. So anyway, I'm getting ready. I'm going to set the static timing. I've got the keys in my pocket, and we'll just give it a whirl, see what happens. Okay, I've been messing about with the ignition. I think I might have it now, at least close. There we go. Yeah, I think we're fuel starving, but yeah, that's a victory. We've had us started. Oh God, I needed a victory there. Like I say, for these past couple of days, good grief, it's just been, like I say, challenging. But that is cool. That is cool. So, yeah, she's firing up. Like I say, I need to have a good look around the carb and everything. Yeah, I think she's running really, really lean. So I need to get I just remembered those two little doodahs. I need to get them stopped off. Those two little inlets, outlets, whatever they are. Like I said before, I think they're for the emissions systems, but the European ones didn't have them, so they're normally just blanked off. But let me get them blanked off, and then we'll continue. So I still haven't got idling like she was when she was outside of the van, but I'm basically going around all of the vacuum connections. One I did forget about was the vacuum advance for the distributor. I've temporarily blocked that off. Stuck a bolt in it. That'll do that. The other one I'm sorting out at the moment is the vacuum servo. I'm just on kind of figuring that out at the moment. So I did have it hooked up, but I'm not sure it's sealing. I don't think it's sealing enough. So I think I may have a vacuum leak there. So I'm going to deal with that because when I did have the engine sitting out and had it started, all of those things were sealed up. But now that I've got it in the van, obviously things actually have to connect to them. So let me go back and I'm going to just run through that again and then just make sure that's okay and then move on.
One eternity later.
So now that you're all caught up, and yeah, it's raining. But so let's just sort out some of the things that were said in the video. Now, as you saw in the video, starting the engine, it would run for a few seconds then cut out. I have found what the problem was. So what was happening, everything was set up as it was when the engine was out of the van, and it would idle high, but it was idling okay out of the van. When I put it in the van, it would idle for like a few seconds and then it would cut out. So what was happening was, basically it was being starved of fuel. And I narrowed that down to the little outlet that's about that big. It's on the bottom side of the gas tank. And, well, obviously I've got to go underneath to get it off. What's happening is the little steel tube that comes out of the gas tank, it actually unscrews. So that's a benefit, but it's just badly corroded. I've run a drill bit through it several times trying to clean it up. It works for a little while, then it's just restricting the flow of fuel to the engine basically. So what I've done is I have purchased, basically it is a bulkhead fitting. I'll show you it in a moment. It's actually a bulkhead fitting for a boat, and it allows you to pass a fuel line through a bulkhead. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the cap back off, drill it out and put the bulkhead fitting into the actual cap so I can screw that to the bottom of the tank again. It's 8mm, so it should give plenty of flow and I should solve that problem, and then I can get to actually tuning the engine. But obviously I'm not doing it today. It's shower, then it's drying, it's shower, then it's drying. So at the moment I'm kind of at a standstill with it, but that's the problem. So yeah, I'm going to close the garage up and head in until, well, it's going to see how the day plays out. Forecasts for showers all day, so I think we'll know how it's going to work out. But anyway, that's it for now. Well, stopped raining, so I've been under the van. I've got the old fuel connector off the bottom of the tank. I've got the old middle section popped out there, but this is what I'm going with. These are actually bulkhead connectors for a boat. I've got a 6mm one here, and I've got an 8mm, because I wasn't sure which one I wanted, so I bought them both, but I believe I'm going to go with the 8mm. So the idea is, let's pop that nut off. So this side will be inside the tank, but I'll cut that off there. So we've basically just got the nut and the hole. That will then pop through there, in theory. Oh, of course I've dropped it. Let me go and pick it up. Yeah, it'll go through like that. Obviously the thread will pop through. I will have to enlarge that hole a little bit. We'll put a copper washer on either side, clamp it up, and then fingers crossed that then seals up. This one's cleaned up first of all though. I want these surfaces all nicely sanded flat, and I'll get in there, clean in there as well. Like I say, I want this all nicely flat so that when we come to actually put the copper washer on, it's got a nice surface to make contact with. There we go. Obviously still have to trim this off, but that's the basic principle anyway. I'm going to try copper washers to begin with, but if they don't work then I will try something like a maybe a fiber washer, something like that. It's got to be fuel resistant anyway. That's the key to it. It does have to be fuel resistant. And the biggest issue these days is that a lot of gasoline's got ethanol in it, even here in the UK. We're starting to see it appear in a lot of fuel, so it needs to be, yeah, that's why I want to try the copper washers first. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to have to run into town and get a pack of fibre washers, but I'm going to try this first. So, this is what I've eventually got. Now then, if I can do this one-handed again, obviously it'll be copper washers on, but here we go. You know what's going to be easier if I just put the camera down. Oh no, there we go. So, obviously copper washer either side, nut on and crimped up. Then this will go up into the bottom of the tank. Now, I've actually chamfered that, focus, I've chamfered that just a little bit so that this will actually push up into the tank, everything will tighten up, and hopefully it will make a nice seal. I've got all the fuel drained out now. Yeah, that is obviously done for. But yeah, there's a couple of gallons in all told, so I need to go through all the fuel, put it into containers and see if it separates out into water, because I can actually remove that out of there. But then I'll just use it for the lawnmower or something. It's not going back in the van. Yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at. Let's get this bolted together, try it on the bottom of the tank and see what happens. So it's in, pipes hooked up, it's starting to rain, and I'm just once again looking at this. It always fascinates me seeing anything like this. That's science there. But you can see the actual layer between the water and the gasoline. Yeah. So I've got that can there. I've put a gallon of fresh in. I've got that can there, and the remainder of what I drained out of the tank. Like I said, I am gonna. I've got some more of these containers. I'm gonna separate it off in these, and then I'll use it in the lawnmower. I'm not putting it back in the van. All I can think is that at some point, I did leave this gas cap off, and I think what must have happened is water's obviously come down. It's gotten in there, and it's filled it up. But yeah. So yeah. I think I might, like I said, I can feel it. It's starting to rain. The forecast is rain. Although technically it should have been raining now, but it isn't. But yeah, I think I'll get everything cleared away first. What I want to do is I do want to give it a start up, just see what she's running like. But let's get all this put away first. And if it does start to shower heavy, I don't have much to actually put away. Well, here we go again. Don't know how well you can hear that, but it is raining. It's really early in the morning, so what I'd started doing was I'd started wet sanding the blue. I'm using 600 grit wet and dry, and just flattening it all off, ready to get the clear on. And it started to rain. And yes, I am tired of messing about with paint on this van. But almost there now. I've got that door to do and a little bit around the front. And yeah, that's it. We're done and we can pack up for the day. The forecast is really bad for the rest of this week, and I genuinely want to get this clear on so that yeah, it's done and then it's finished with again. Because unfortunately, I'm due to go away for 2 weeks, coming up in the middle of June, and I need the, I don't want this sitting in base coat while I'm away, because I'm going to have to come back and wet sand it all again. I am desperately want to get this clear on before I leave. So, yeah. But let's get this. I've just finished here. I've got this to wash down, got the door to do, and then that's it. But yeah, what can I say? I mean, if you saw, I don't know whether it's in this video or in the previous video that I explained that I was away for a couple of days. When I came back, all the other side, the passenger side, was all along the lower edges was just scratched. Yeah, just lots and lots and lots of scratches in. There's quite a few up this side as well. Couple in the door. Fortunately, no dents, just scratches. And I think what it is, there was a plastic crate when I came back. There was a little plastic crate laying down the side of the garage. It wasn't mine. It wasn't here when I left. My landlady wasn't here either, so she was off visiting family. So the property was to all intent purposes empty, and I think the kids had just been down here just messing about, kicking the crate around, and just like I said, it was just that lower quarter of the van. But you know what can you do? Like I've said before so many times, you know, you can whinge about it on YouTube like I'm doing right now. And you can, I mean, I could have called the cops, but that's a waste of time. Anybody that lives in England, anything like this now, you know, calling the cops is completely not a waste of time. I'm not getting political on this channel, that's not what this channel's for, but yeah. So the only option is suck it up and fix it. You know, that's basically it, that's what it comes down to. But thankfully, I did have some of the teal paint left. So, you know, it hasn't, other than the primers, it hasn't cost me anything but time. But anyway, yeah, let me just get finished off here because I am wet now. So the rain's starting to pick up a little bit more. You can see what kind of day this turned into. But the good news is that we have just had a huge downpour and the vents on the roof are doing really, really good. So that's something. Of course, everything in there is wet. I need to get these quarter lights and get the van all sealed up. I need to get the clear done first, though. Then I can go around and do all the seals again because I've taken them all off at the moment. But yeah. Anyway, I'm out here because what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak this down in soap and then just let the rain. It's going to take some of the dirt off, I think. That's the theory anyway, because we'll keep getting these heavy showers. So if I've got soap on there, at least it's going to clear some of the dirt back off it again. Oh, back in here again. Fuel filter arrived. It is a new day, by the way, and we do have a bit of sunshine. It's windy, but we've got some sunshine. So I'm not going to get the clear coat done today, but I can get this carb off and see if we can figure out what is going on. Like I've said a couple of times, I do intend to replace this. It's just not in the finances at the moment. I want to see if I can get this thing at least functional. Same with the distributor. I am going through the Protronix distributor, but I just want to get this functional so I can at least try, basically see if the van will drive up and down the driveway. Just test the gears first, maybe second. It's not a long drive, so I'm not going to be getting a lot of speed up, but yeah, first gear and reverse. I just want to make sure everything on that side of it is working. So yeah, I've got the nuts off. Let's pop the carb out and we'll see what we can discover. Okay, so I've got it off. I've also got the other carb that came with it. This one is actually in pieces. So this one I have mentioned before is what's the brand? It's not a Solex or Solex, however you want to pronounce it. What's the brand on it again? There it is. Is it Boskin or something? It looks identical, so I'm assuming it's a reproduction. But I've heard a lot of reports. Some people say these are good, and some say they are really terrible. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm like I've said in the past, this is the first time I've ever worked on VW. Basically, like this type of VW. So I know nothing about these carbs, just other than the basic functionality of them. So yeah, let's pop this top off and just make sure all these jets are nice and clean in there, and then we'll take it from there. This has obviously been apart because I should have checked this, but I mean, literally, that is not tight at all. What's this one like? That one's tight. Yeah, the others seem to be tight, but this one was, I didn't have to put any pressure on it at all. So we do seem to have the choke mechanism, the electric choke off there. It's been put on here. I think that's about it. Can't really see anything else. But yeah, let's break this top off. Let's just have a look inside, see what's going on. Okay. Oh, there we go. So, well, first things first, this needle valve. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, so that wasn't working at first there, so we definitely have fuel in there, so there's fuel getting into the carb. I'm just not sure where it's going once it gets in there, because it does not seem to be doing anything. Let's see, we do have fuel dripping off the, I'm assuming, I'm just trying to just figure out what everything is. Oh, that is absolutely, I assume that would squirt out, not pour out. Yeah, that absolutely dumps fuel into there. I'm not. I wonder if that's actually meant to do that. I wonder if the engine's just absolutely flooded beyond belief. Anyway, I'm going to pop the top off this other one. I want to have a look inside of there. I'll put some fuel in the bowl and just see if it does the same. So I've got the top off this one. This one doesn't even have a squirter in there. Everything else looks basically the same. So yeah, I think this is just a reproduction of this carb here. Well, let's get this one emptied, and we'll just clean all the jets. I've got some carb cleaner over there, so we'll just give all the jets in this one a good clean out, stick it back on, just see what happens. Like I say, it was running. It wasn't running well, but it was running before I put it in, and now I just can't get it to... I can get it to fire off, but it just won't stay running. So, the gasket on this one is not in the best of shape. It's actually missing a bit, so I am going to try and take it off here. What I'll do is I'll soak it down with the carb cleaner first, just to get it soft, and then I'll just ease it off. So I've just been going back and forth on the carbs, just checking everything, just looking at what I can see, and You know, it's other than that there doesn't seem to be anything on there that isn't on this other one. So yeah, I'm gonna grab the manual shortly and just have a look at that, just to make sure everything is where it should be. Because one thing I was noticing just there, see that little, it's like a little brass fitting that comes out. There isn't one on this side, but if you look at this carb here as well, it's the same one there. So I guess that's not meant to be there. But yeah, let me soak this gasket down and see if I can just easily lift them off, and might as well just put the top. I've been squirting through the all of the passageways and everything, and got some gunk out of it, but everything else seems to be clean. I need to pop him off at the end there. I just give him a clean out, and yeah, then we can just put it back together, put some fresh gas in it, and stick it on the car, on the van. Okay, I did get that one off intact. I just took it straight away and I've put it in the house on a window ledge just to let the sun. Oh, I was saying the sun, this big black cloud just come over. But yeah, just to let it where's it at? The carb cleaner just flash off, because it's very delicate. So I think what I'm going to do is leave this sitting for half hour, let that dry out, and then just grab a coffee or something, then we'll come back to it. Okay, so that's the gasket there. It's nice and dry now, so it sits on there nicely. Yeah, wait a minute, let's get the float put back in, and then we'll pop this gasket and everything on and button it up. I'll stick some fuel in there before I put the carb on, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Okay, that's it. If you're wondering what this is, I haven't got any of the little caps to block these two vents off. Apparently, from everything I've discovered, that they are blocked off on the European ones. I'm not sure about the US models, but they are blocked off. So basically, this is just a bit of tube. This is just a solid piece of cable that I've stuck in between the two of them, and it just seals everything up. So it'll do for the time being. Like I say, all I want is this carb to just operate for a while, so that I can actually just test this van out, run it up and down the driveway here. That's the goal. Well, we're all hooked back up again there, so yeah, let's go and let's connect the battery up. I'll grab the keys, and we'll see if this is going to fire up. Obviously I've got the new fuel filter in there, so yeah, see what happens. Okay, it's just starting to rain, but let's just give it a quick try just to see what happens. You can definitely hear her trying. Damn it, she's close. Just checking to see if we've got fuel up into the fuel filter. There is fuel in the bowl, so she should be kicking off there. But give me a moment, let me just put a little bit of easy start in there, well, carb cleaner, and see if we can get it to fire off. Okay. No, she ain't happy. Okay. So I think I need to start popping plugs out. Let me tidy everything away first. It's just a few drips at the moment, but if this kicks off heavier, I want to be able to just dive into the house quickly. Yes, it is another one of those days where it's supposed to rain. It's here. Oh well, that's me done for the day then. So I'm back out again messing about with this carb. The reason I'm messing about with this, by the way, is that I need to finish the clear up on the van, but we've got sketchy weather. It's I don't want to get into doing any of that, so I thought let's just have a play around with this. So what I think I'm going to do is, this carb that was already dismantled, I am actually going to switch everything back over to that one, because it looks like someone has had this one here and they've been taking stuff off the original Solex, putting it on here. This one obviously just is not going to work. It's not working. It doesn't want to have it, so I'm going to put everything back onto there and just try it. You know, at the end of the day, I've got nothing to lose at this point. Just one little note. You may recognise this from previous videos. I had no idea what it was for, but I have since discovered that it's off the earlier type. Is it PT53 carb? Off the, I think it's a split screen and very, very early bay. It's not the PT32 that's on the, what was it, 72, 73, whatever. I don't know the exact years, but this is off the earlier carb. So that is what that has. That is what this is. Yeah. Interesting, not really, but yeah, did eventually find out what it was for. Anyway, I'm just tidying all the bench and everything up here. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, we have swapped out the other carb. It's sitting in there now. Spilt a load of gas on the floor. Yeah, it's probably a week's worth. Yeah, it's probably $50 worth down there. So, keys, let's give her a go, see what happens. Oh yeah. Yep, there she goes. Oh yeah. Yeah. She actually sounds okay, quite good there. I mean, obviously still needs to be timed properly and everything, but yeah, I need to happy. Yeah, this has been quite the journey. Yeah, I've had a lot of ups and downs recently, but this is definitely an up. So, yeah, I think this is a good place to bring this video to a close. Again, I have to apologise. I know this is just lots of bits and pieces at the moment, but I don't know if you can see the sun is kind of just burning through there. But we've forecast heavy rain again later today, so yeah. Hopefully the rest of this week is supposed to get out and be really nice, so I will get the clear coat done, and I will have a little bit of paint to put on the bumpers as well, and clear coat. So I'll do all of that in a separate video. Hopefully I'll have a full video. I'll have enough to put a full video together. If not, it could be a few weeks before I have another one put up, because I am going away for about 14 days, about 12 to 14 days. It's a little bit open towards the end there, so yeah, it could be a couple of weeks before I actually get another video up, unless I get enough good weather between now and me leaving to get a few more things done. But that's it. Ending on a high for once. Engine's fired up there. I'm not running her up and down the driveway yet. There's a couple of things I want to do underneath. I want to do all the undersealing and everything underneath. That's another thing I want to do, but I want to wait until the clear coat's done, because I'll lap some of the clear coat in and underneath and then bring the underseal up and over the edge of the clear coat. Yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a good one.